Katz and Cosby, entertaining and informative on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Well, we are back, and a lot of news today. We got a full house in the studio. We got Judge Richard Weinberg. We have the GOP chairman of New York State, Ed Cox, Governor David Paterson. So we have common sense Republicans, common sense Democrats, and then there's always me and Rita.
There is, and boy, we're keeping an eye on, John. The big story today is definitely Iran. What is Trump going to do? Because he's moving all these different military assets, and he says, quote, I am weighing a massive attack on Iran. So what could be coming, Ed Cox? What do you think?
I don't know, but he did say there would be 100 medics moving to Germany.
I thought that was interesting.
So that may mean a ground game also.
Oh, wow. Some component of it. Maybe Karg Island or some sort of, so, or maybe something with the U.S. and Israelis. The Israelis have been chomping at the bit, needless to say, to do the next step too.
Exactly.
How do you read? You're a military guy. What do you think when you hear all that? And then also aircraft carriers, all this stuff.
That's why the Iranians hit Jordan too, because that'd be one of the bases for the buildup.
Yeah, no doubt. What do you think, Judge Weinberg? What are your thoughts on this moment?
I thought it's about time. Never should have had a ceasefire. It was a waste of time from our perspective and just built up the Iranians' ability to remobilize, reorganize, build up their military capacity, the missile capacity, and get more money through the sale of oil.
Governor Paterson, what are your thoughts too, as we're hearing all these new developments, all these layers, and the other line too? We talked about this. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said, you guys, as opposed to eye for an eye, that was the message that Iran came back with. They said there'll be payback. I mean, which is, of course, they're the ones who started this whole thing. But they're saying if there's any sort of action by the U.S. on anything, whether it's, a hit of a power plant or anything, or a bridge, there will be payback. And then Marco Rubio came back with governor and said that Trump doesn't want an eye for an eye. He wants a head for an eye. What do you make of that one?
I think that's one of those quotes that's going to last for decades. People are going to talk about it with him, particularly if he chooses to try to go further. But I do think that right now would be the perfect time to try to finish this, to try to put it in a place where there'd be a regime change. Because if it goes too much longer, you start to, get back to where I think the president was about a month ago, where he kind of, he just didn't seem to know which way he wanted to go. Now he's said, I'm considering doing that. I think if he goes ahead and does it, I doubt there'd be very much objection from either of the two parties.
Well, I'll give you my opinion. I think it's a possibility. I think they finally decided that the Iranian guard is never going to agree to anything. Yeah,
I think he's fed up, John. I agree. And listen, I give to what Governor Paterson said. I give him a lot of credit, you guys, because he's been more than patient. I think the world, anybody who was looking at things said, all right, we gave him another chance to go to the table. He's given him a lot of chances. Some people say too many, but he has given him, I give him credit for that.
I think the decision has been made probably that they're going to get the Iranian guard out of there. They're going to put deadly force against them, and they're going to do what they have to do.
And I think Karg Island.
And the question will be, in that process, are the Israelis part of it? Because they have the best information where the IRG people are.
Yep, and they're already going after
the best
barracks.
Information, and I didn't like some of the words that Hezbollah used the last few days. So maybe the Israelis take care of the Hezbollah, and maybe we take care of the IRGC.
Yeah, let's hope, you guys. I mean, this is interesting.
And the Saudis, by the way, should take care of the Houthis.
Yeah, well, now this is an interesting thing. You brought up Saudis. And of course, the new thing that came out today, and President Trump put out a big Truth Social saying that Saudi civil nuclear development, because remember, there's the big deal that came about. The president clarified today, and so did Caroline Leavitt, saying that it's contingent on them joining the Abraham Accords? Like, it's not like they're just getting some sort of civil license to. Yes,
took them a day to figure out that they need to get something for that deal.
Well, and they should be getting a whole bunch, and maybe Abraham Accords is it. They said it's contingent on, to your point, Judge. So how do you feel about that? What are your thoughts about Saudi getting even civil nuclear development at some point?
I feel about that the same way I feel about Turkey getting F-35s.
Sick to your stomach?
Yes. Because what happens after Trump is gone? These people have that capacity to convert the civil to military use, and you're going to give Erdogan F-35s, which destabilize the balance of power in the Middle East? Really, Erdogan, who sees himself as a hegemonic leader of the
guy
Islamists?
who's playing both sides?
Absolutely.
Yep. I agree. Ed?
So whom do you trust more? Who do you trust least? Turkey with F-35s or Saudi Arabia with nukes?
I like the who do you trust least?
Probably Saudi Arabia, because we've had some type of relationship with them.
You trust more.
That I would trust more than these other players in this game.
And Ed, who do you trust least?
I trust nobody.
I'm with the chairman.